Hello and welcome to Capacity TV. Today we are joined by François Eloy, EVP of Colt Communications Services. What new opportunities are there for carriers in cloud-based services in Europe?
If you look at the global economy in Europe, it's tough market conditions. Looking at the growth rates we've got for all the telcos environment, it's when companies are growing, it's like a single-digit growth. Cloud-based services is massive opportunities for ourselves in terms of industry leaders in Europe, as we've got double, if not triple, digit growth opportunities.
How are cloud-based services impacting the legacy telco business models?
It's a significant impact. Cloud services are the fourth wave of IT. I mean, back to the path. The first wave was the mainframes. The second one was the PCs. Third one was the internet, and the fourth one is probably cloud-based services. What's going on is that for probably the first time ever, the telco companies used to talk on a customer perspective to the telco managers. So we used to deliver services in the telco rooms, in the equipment rooms. And today, with the cloud-based services, we start delivering our services to the screen of the end user directly. So it's a significant transformation for ourselves when it comes to quality of service, when it comes to implementing the services, when it comes to migration as well. So it's real opportunities, but real challenges for most of us in the marketplace in Europe. I mean, not only in Europe, over the world.
How can service providers navigate some of the regulatory challenges?
When it comes to regulatory, all the governments in Europe are pretty scared. We need to follow rules, but the rules are being defined either at the European Union level or other countries' levels. I mean, if we look at governments, for instance, like here in the Netherlands, the data need to reside within the country. So depending on where you address your customers based on a B2C perspective or B2B, I mean, B2C, I don't think, companies, they care that much where the data sits. But when it comes to B2B, irrespectively of regulatory environment, irrespectively of regulatory constraints, our own customers, they want to know where their data sits. And this is where, back to the previous question, in terms of challenges, opportunities, but challenges as well, we need to invest a significant amount of money in data centers to refresh the data center, to get the state-of-the-art technology within the countries to provide the cloud services which will be seated and run on our own data centers in each single country.
So how is customer demand changing for cloud-based services in Europe?
It's significant changes on a customer perspective for several reasons. The first one is probably an economical reason. Looking again at the market conditions, our own customers need to be much more flexible. They need to be agile just to get market share and to win business. So whereby the telco companies used to be run like utility-based companies, we need to reconsider the way we work. If we look at the way our customers are working with, they're just bringing their own device, and it's whatever the device I'm using, I want to access to my applications. Also, I want to pay my applications only when I use them. So I do believe that in the next coming years, we shall have to transform ourselves and to integrate all the services components together on a pay-per-use principle. In other words, both integrating both the service, the applications, with the telco layer as well, and with infrastructure, with the platform, together with the service. So this is where the big challenges are, again, on a telco perspective. But then back to your question, on a customer perspective, these are what are expected. If you look at a very well-known cloud-based service or solution called Salesforce.com, it's a pay-per-use. I've got a new account manager in my organization. I just pay for a new account, and when I don't need this account, I just shut it down. So I don't pay licenses for infinite periods or duration. It's a pay-per-use principle, and this is what is, I believe, happening in the marketplace for everything. Telco managed services and applications as well.
So finally, how close is Colt to implementing a pan-European cloud platform?
We are ready today. I mean, we've been ready for many years. If you think about, what is cloud services? Cloud services probably three components, main components. The first one is the infrastructure, which is probably the network. Second one is the platform, so the data centers, the servers, the equipment. And the third one are the solutions and the ability to migrate and to support, basically to serve your customers for the solution and the service itself. So the first one, the network, we continue to invest on the network. In the network, we are market leaders across Europe, and we've connected more than 100 buildings, for instance, last year. On the platform perspective, we continue to invest as well. We've got today 21 data centers across Europe. We've just opened a couple of months ago a new data center nearby Paris, and we just been through an acquisition of a new data center nearby Amsterdam. That was in July. On the application itself, we've acquired in August this year a UK-based company called ThingGrid, and ThingGrid are providing, they are a channel-based company providing cloud-based solutions and services for customers. So we are there today, and we generate revenue today on cloud services, end-to-end solutions, platforms, and infrastructure.
Great, thank you, François.
My pleasure. Thanks for your time.